I wonder if Jesus were to invite you to follow him, if you would. Like if he were to invite you today to follow him, would you say yes? And I don't mean believe in him or trust in him or have faith in him. Maybe you already do that. Maybe you've already placed your faith in him. But I'm talking about, would you follow him? You know, believing in Jesus, trusting in him, having faith in him, and following him shouldn't be separated. But for some reason in our culture, in our society, in our American Christianity, those things seem to be separated. But I don't think they should be. I think following Jesus and trusting in him should go hand in hand. See, I'm thinking about Peter, one of Jesus' closest friends. See, he was a fisherman, and if you were to ask Peter, hey, what are you going to do today? He'd say, I'm going to do the same thing I did every day. I'm going to catch fish. I'm going to throw my nets out, catch fish. I did that yesterday. I did the day before, and so I'm probably going to do it again tomorrow too. And if you were to ask Matthew, who is this tax collector, what are you going to do today? He'd say, I'm going to sit at my tax collector booth like I've always done. I'm going to collect taxes because I did that yesterday and the day before and the day before. And I'm going to do that next week. Like that's my life. But then Jesus comes along and he says to Peter, hey, Peter, leave your nets behind. I want to teach you how to fish for people. And Peter leaves the nets behind and he starts following Jesus. And he says to Matthew, leave the tax collector booth behind, follow me. And he invites him on an adventure. And there were some people who believed in Jesus, who maybe even trusted Jesus, but they didn't want to follow him. Like there was this rich young guy who came to Jesus and essentially he's like, hey, I want to follow you. And Jesus says, okay, sell everything and then follow me. And the guy goes away sad. He's not willing to do it. See, Jesus wants to take him on an adventure, but he's not up for it. I wonder if Jesus were to ask you today to follow him, would you do it? I wonder if you were to describe your life here and now, how would you describe it? I mean, are you living the same way today that you did the day before and the day before and the day before? And you're probably going to do the same thing again tomorrow. And if you were to describe your life, it's not much of an adventure. You wouldn't say it's very exciting. See, if you were to ask the disciples of Jesus when they started following him, hey, what are you guys going to do today? They'd say, we have no idea. We have no clue, because yesterday we were following Jesus and he raised this girl from the dead. And then a few weeks ago, he was preaching like thousands and thousands of people and he told us to feed them. And we're like, how? And with 2 fish and 5 loaves, we fed thousands of people. And then like months ago, there was this time we were in a boat and Jesus came walking out to us on water. We have no clue what's going to happen today, because following Jesus is an adventure. Like we're growing, we're being pulled, we're being challenged in ways like never before. I wonder if you were to describe your life, if you would use the words adventure and exciting because you're following Jesus. You know, one of the ways that we follow Jesus is by doing some things we've never done before. And I want to invite you to join us as we launch this brand new church, Journey Church, because it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be exciting. It's going to challenge you. It's going to stretch you. It's going to pull you in ways like never before. And I believe this is a way that you can put into practice the faith and trust you have in Jesus by doing something you've never done before to help launch a local church in his name. So I wonder if Jesus were to come along to you today and he said, hey, come follow me. Do some things that are really difficult. Do some things that are going to challenge you. Do some things that are going to stretch you. Because ultimately, I want to take you on an adventure like never before. Would you say yes to him? One of the ways you can say yes is by joining us this Sunday and every Sunday for our launch team meetings. Over the next several months, we're going to go on this adventure together, walk on this journey together to see this brand new church started. And my hope is you'll join us because the journey continues. Good? Yeah. All right.